Okay, perfect. So let's see that now. What do you said that name I have, I guess.
Studios. Can have files. It is a very good software which can record screen
File?
with sound. I have the file
Give me. Let me check first. I believe I have that.
because the other day I installed and it worked on everything. So
OBS Studio, right?
OBS Studio.
This one?
No, not that one. Not that one.
Is there this? Anyways, we'll see that. Even this is the paid one actually. I don't know why it's giving me error. Where is that? Local D. Which one? E. What is it software name?
OBS, no?
OBS.
Brother is going on. Recording is fine, I believe. Even though we'll keep it that side. Okay. I'll cut this. Whatever the part we are doing it now, I'll cut that and I'll send you. So not to worry about that. No, Sagar is not there. Okay, anyhow, now it's going on recording, so we don't waste time. If it is stop, I'll stop the class. I'll take your application. I'll install and go on. Okay. Okay. Shall we go ahead? If it is stop in between, na, that video will save and then we'll continue. Okay, no? Shall we go? So I'll just stop this. Brother, take your storage. I got that. It's in local DE. Please remember this location. Local DE download. So fine, let's start. Now what I'm gonna do it. This is all the logs we are receiving, right? Everybody is perfect with this. We know the log. Log have the different filters. Log have the different. So in the last sessions we discussed that the log can be seen as a real-time streaming. As also we have seen that interval, the auto interval. We can do the refresh the log certain time. Every 1 minute it will get refresh if I click on it. If I want to see 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever the time I can want, I can see it. Now when I'll see here display by what, it's showing into the normalized way. As we can see that here we have event log sources, event count, how many counts we got it. So how many logs we receive, under that how many event counts are there, it's important. Okay, I'll talk about that in a while. Now you will understand what I'm trying to explain you. That we have the time, whatever the system time I have it, that logs which I am receiving, I can see the category information, I can see the source IP, source port, and destination IP, destination port, username and magnitude. Here these are the things we have it here. Now if I want to see the raw data, here if I click on this, this is the raw data. As we know that this is how the logs actually is there. If we not apply any normalization, if we not apply any normalizations, your logs look something like this. Our logs will look something like this, which is very difficult to read, right? Getting my point? So we are applying the normalization where you can see the log are getting in a proper manner here, where we can understand like what are the activities has been taken place here, what are the things is happening. So here we can see that we have the event name, source, log sources, event count, time, low level category, source IP, source port, destination IP, and destination port here. Now what I'll do it, I'll apply the filters. I want to see the last 3 hours logs. So if I click on this last 3 hours log, so when I click on that, it's gonna give me the timeline here. First, it's gonna give me a timeline. So timeline contains like log flows. How many log we have received here? So let's see that. It is into the process of 4 minutes. 4% is completed and should be 100% complete. And as I said you that whenever it's completed, it will give you the timeline here. This is a timeline, and you can see the log flow area. Okay, these are the log flow where it is happens. Now if I can go down here, you can see that there are several logs are there. How many logs we have, how many events I got it in generally, like one page contain of 40 events, right? Logs, I can say that 40 logs are there. It's not able to visible, it's not visible. It's visible now. Here you can see 40 pages are there, right or not?
Yes.
So in page, each page 40 pages. Total how many pages are there? 28,827 items we have. 28,800. So this is all are repeated now. Information messages are repeated now. Now if I'll go to the random any page, if I'll go to the 721 pages, I can see that there is some process I get it. Asset profile manager I have it. So if I can see that there is lot of logs I have. Okay. Now if I want to get this, can I group this with the event name? Can I group with the event name? If I don't group, you can see that it will be the empty column. Are you getting my point? Everybody is clear with that? So what I'll do it, I'll click on this, I'll say like group with the event. Now when I group with the event name, so here you can see that what are the events are there. So it's showing the top 10 events. So how many events we can say? 5, 10, 20. Right or not, if you remember that? So these are the event names where we can see that. So we got like API requests, we got like a lot of events happens here. So the information health matrix, information message, it was how many events are there in that? If I want to see that, all of that. So total we have 109 items. How many items? These are the items. Can I say that? It is not even. These are the items. Now under one item, there are the several events are there. Am I clear, everybody? Are you getting my point? Please concentrate on class instead of doing it. So you can do it by watching the video, or you'll miss something where you can get like problem. You will not focus much. Forget about. Keep it all your distractions away from you. Keep it away from you. Don't keep it your mind two side. Simultaneously practice will not help this here. While we are using Splunk, it will help because you need to involve that. Here it will not run. If it is required, I would have tell you that. While you understood this now, you can do the practice. It will help you. So here we can see that if I do this grouping here, so this group you can see that I got a total how many? 4069 only. So I can group these events. I can normalize that. Whatever I want, I can do it. So information, I click only one item. I have not grouped that item. So I can group this item into the event log. So means like overall we got to know like out of that 4691 was the information message items. Yes, clear? Getting my point, everybody? Now these are the filters which I can do it, and I can take out the information, right? In general, I need to see that last 24 hours log. So I can just click on this. I'll click on this. So I'll get last 24 hours logs. So whatever the logs I get it. Now, when I get last 24 hours logs, that's fine. But I have an option. I have an option that I can get a particular IP address logs. A particular log. I got it. This filters. I have done this filter is going on. See. We can't do it anything because it's one net, because a lot of events are there maybe. So these results will be a different, guys. Okay, while we are working in the industry, see, while we are working in the industry, while you do this process, while you're searching this part, right? So you have to be aware about it. You can't blindly just click on for 3 days log, 7 days logs, 8 days log. Why? Because it has lakhs of logs. A lot of events happens. So you get much time for to get filter it. Unnecessary, you'll be stuck with your process here. You getting my point? So at this point, whenever it is there, you can see that this is how the logs event happen. Yes, everybody is clear. Now what I'm doing it, I'm taking any of this email here. Let me take it here as an email worm. I have taken this email worm here. Okay. Now when I am taking this email worm, I'll get all the logs related to the Ibm worm. Right or not? Now here we have a certain IP addresses. We have the certain IP address. So let's see that. If I click on this information, now it's taking time. Okay. So till it takes time, I'll show you this IP address. Can you see the IP address here? 192.168.10. I want to see those logs only. I know I want to see that only 192.168.10.254. There might be a many time it has happened now. Right or not? 192.168.10.254 here. User account created. This log is related to the user accounts created. So what I can do it if I want to know that. So I have add filter. What is that? Very important feature here. Okay. Add filter. Click on this. Here I can say that source or destination IP. I can say that anything. I want that IP here. Now when I click on this, is equal to or equal of, is equal. So I can use equal of any of it. So I can use a multiple IPs here. So whatever I want, I can get it. So as if now we are searching one event as 192.168.10.254. This is one log we are taking. So I'll click on the add button. So it added on my search here. Okay. Just give me 1 minute. Let me stop this process because it's taking me to stop. Okay, so add filter, destination and IP 192.168.10.254. Sorry, taken remove all filter. So I'll do the cancel this. Add filter, destination. This many time it is added, right? So I'm just removing this, not to worry. It got stuck because of that search. So that's fine. 192.168.10.254. I want to add one more IP address. Imagine anything. Okay. 192.168. Something 10.180. Huh? 80. Okay. I have taken this IP. I click on add. So I got this. Okay. I need one more IP as like 127 right now. .0.0.1. This is our local IP now. Let's take that also. So I'll add this also. So 3 IP addresses I added. and I added filter here. So this filter source or destination IP is not valid. Okay, why it's not valid? Okay, I've done here. Okay, let's do something here. It's not about the valid, it should come. Dot 168.10.254. Okay, so we see that we have added one log filter, right? So what I mean to say you here, whenever we need to add any IP address, if I need to filter logs with the particular IP address, we have option. Just click on the log activities, okay, where we can click on the add filters, okay. Under that add filters, we have the quick filter. Under that quick filter, we have a several options. We'll see some of the options also, okay. So here I'm taking it as source or destination IP that is equal to or equal of any of it. It shows that. So we have taken one IP address. Now again I'm taking 192.168.10.120. Let us imagine just to get added this. Okay. So we have applied this, right? Now 192.168.10.254. Again I added the same thing. So I'll click on this. I'll say like add this filter. Now, when I got this filter here, I got two IP address now. Source as 192.168.10.254, 192.168.10.254, right? 120 and 254. So here, if I can see that, so all the logs are related to 254 here.
Yes.
Are you getting my point? Now here, this is, it may be destination, it can be a source. So both source and destination are same here. It's giving the result here, right or not? But if I want to go ahead and search some other, so I have a filter. Filter on the source IP address, filter on not source IP address as this, or filter so on source or destination IP address should not be, it should be there here. Are you getting my point? So if I click on this, if I click on this, I'll get empty result now, right or not? So when I'm clicking on this, so you can see that I'm getting an empty result here. So what does it mean by the empty result? I don't have any other IP address. Means like 192.168.10.120, 10 dot. So it's applying into that result, but there is no lock here, right or not? Currently search is for that. Are you getting my point, guys? So this is the way where we can filter the logs, we can get the information. We can get the several informations over the IP address. If somebody have given you the particular IP address and they set you to search all those log activities, you have an option here. What you will do it? We'll go to the add filter, source or destination, give is equal. If one IP equal to this or any of it equal to, right? Agree everybody? Now, What next filter? Now, when we have applied this filter, so let me remove. To remove this clear filter, can you see that?
Yes. Yes.
Just apply the clear filter here, and we have the clear filter. 2 times I have applied this filter, so I'm just clearing this. Now, what do you mean by the payload? What do you mean by the payload?
Source displays might be.
It contains certain informations, right or not?
Yes.
So if we can go ahead to the particular payload here, let's see that. If I'm clicking on any of this log, whatever the log I want, see, if I click on this log, okay, if I click on this event, so I'll get the log and I can get the payload also here. I can get the payload. Now over this payload, what I want to see that. I want to see certain payload. I need to do the searches by using the payload. Possibilities are there. Payload, can I say that, these are the payloads are there, na? Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, these are the logs are there. Under that log, there are a lot of payloads are there, right? So that payloads which give us the information about what happens on these events, right? So if I can click on this, if I can go down here, you can see that if I click on the wrap text, so you can see this is the payload here. Now vulnerabilities I have, threat I have, low client event. So I can read this all things in a very clear manner. Got it my point? This is the payload. So by using this keyword, I can search the particular logs. Imagine in situations you want to search the log for password failure. Password? You want to see the log for an admin. You want to see the log for an admin. So what we do here, guys? So it's very simple. I'll click on the add filter. Okay, quick filter. So here we see that there are a lot of options are there. Okay, so what I'll see that here, I'll select payload. I'll just type here manually. So payload contain here. Can you see that?
Yes.
So I'll click on this. So payload is equal to or is any of. Yes, any of. So we can see that. I'll say I want to see that root. Can I say that? Okay. So it's not case sensitive. Whatever you want, you can do it. Root, right? I can say password. ठीक है? Password fail. Can I say that? Right? Password fail. Admin. Okay. Let's take an as an admin also. Okay. So and let us apply and then we use some other filters so you can understand. 3 filters we use. Okay. So payload is any of this, and is means only one equal to like this. So just I'll click on the add filter here. So this add filters will be apply here. Can you see that? So the payload is any of the root, password fail or admin. So if we can see that here, if I can see that, I got some events here. It's getting load here, right? It's getting load here. So let's see that. It's taking some time. Fine, no problem. But I can get some result here. Perfect. Is that clear, everybody? So log counts also is getting. It's only 2% as done. It's only we should have the patience to get it 100%. Then only we can get the result properly. So I mean, admin, password, root, what keyword we use, there is a huge logs are there for that. Password failure, maybe attempt happen, brute forcing may be done someone, right or not? So there may be a lot of users has done. So why it is taking now when I talk about the payload, right? When I'm talking about the payload, it's a very painful job for the curator. It's a very painful job for the curator. Why? Because each and every log content it has to search it. Are you getting my point? I have given a book. I said you just count how many admins are there in this book. So every page you will filter. then you will give it, like it's very painful work for you, right? How many admins are there? So here, why it has taken much time? Because every log it has seen that. Every log is studied. It's not a particular how many logs we have, 10 lakh, 15 lakh, 10 crores, doesn't make any option. It has to read it. So here we can see that I got the result. Now I got this many results here. See, I got 37 results here. This is group it. Now if I click any of this log, whatever it may be, so there are three things are there in that. In that log, the information may contain as a root, password or password fail or admin. So if I can click on any of this log, so you'll understand. Let me say that user login. So user login obviously it contains. So if I click on this log, what informations we get? Let's see that. Okay. Now for this particular Microsoft Windows log management, we got this event. So if I click on this, and if I go to this filter here, admin, can you see that? Right? Admin is there now. Right? Admin is there. And see the names, what are there? Admin is there. Any of three will be there in every log. You getting my point? Now root failure, root login failure, right or not? So if I click on this, I may able to see the root login failure here. So whatever the logs contain, the payload has that. It's going to give us. Getting my point? So this again the root failure logins we have it, and if I click on the every log contain that same information. So
admin, root and
password fail in every log.
In every log it will search.
Yes. In every log they search it. So here we can see that the payload.
Also we can search for one specific also.
Yes, we'll do it if you want. Okay, so can you see the keyword as a root here? Everybody is clear? Are you getting my point? Now, what I'll do it. So this is all about the specific multiple thing. So let's go for as a single word. Okay, like we use it single word here. Just clear all this filter. Let me clear this filter. Getting my point? Everybody is clear? Now I filter that. I clear that filter. Now what I'll do it again. I'll click on the add filter. So now payload. I need the payload here now. So I'll say like payload contain is malware. Shall I take it's malware? Maybe there now. Contain. Ayub, are you sleeping? I'm making you bored. Please have concentration. So I put it like filter. So one keyword we use this as malware here. We have used only malware. So when I'm using this malware, so all the logs, whatever we receive, see, can you see that? Multiple exploit, malware type here. So whatever the logs are contained. So if I click on this, because it's group now. If I not group this search, so I'll get all those log lists. So I'm going every time clicking on this, I'm going on these activities here. You getting my point? So I'm categorizing with the group name. If I can't categorize with the group name, I can make it default and I can get here I have the group now. If I can make it normalize here, so obviously whatever the logs have malware, it will give that report directly. Getting my point? Just directly take me to the timeline here like this. So if I can go here and see that all the logs will get it with the help of related to the malware. Is that clear, everybody? Got it? Now, till here fine. Shall I go ahead? Everything is fine till here. Now, when we do these filters, we got this information. Now I'll clear this filter. Okay. So just clear that filter. Now here we can see that this is the normal view of this log. So real-time streaming, if I can click on this, it will take me to the directly the real-time logs, right? Now we have a different assets now, log assets. How many log assets I have it here? If I want to see like what I have to do it, how to see log assets here, log sources. How many log sources I have it? Where I have to go? Very simple. In order to go that, find out that, let me open the some other terminal here. Okay, so where I can just work like this. Okay, so I'm opening this. So we go to the admin. We go to the, if I want to see the log sources, where I'll go? I'll go to the admin. Over admin, I have several log details here. So let me show you that. If I click on the admin here, if I'm clicking on the admin, I'll get several options here. Over these options, I'll select the log sources. I'll select the log sources. So applying all the application loading here. Because the session is getting record also, so it fluctuates my system RAM. Sometimes it got 99%, then suddenly it dropped to 24 while I'm doing this software. So I know that process. It continuously fluctuations is happening. So I click on the log source. So when I click on this admin log sources, admin log sources. So when you click on admin and log sources, we'll see list of log sources integrated here. What are the mechanism system which is in line where we are getting the logs, from that where we are taking a security posture that can see the asset and the log sources. It can be cloud. Log sources can be a cloud. So we'll get the logs from the cloud now. Are you getting my point? So do not think that you just are limited with only SOC. I don't know anything about the cloud. You know the security that can be applied to the infrastructure or it can be applied to the cloud. Are you getting my point, guys? So here we can see that these are my log sources. Now over the log sources, you're saying me that I need logs only for Linux server. I need logs only for Palo Alto logs. Okay. So whatever the log sources I want, I can filter that. How to filter that? The same thing. Add filter here, log sources. Are you getting my point? So if I click on this, again I have an option here, equal of any of it. I can see the multiple log sources I can, or I can see the particular. So let us talk about equal first. Okay. Sorry for this. So I want this Linux server. Let's see that. Okay. So if I can click on that log sources, if I can click, let's see like how many log sources we have it. So 192.168.10.112, one of the server I have it. So I need those log here. So 112, this one now. So I can add filter here. So you can see that add filter, but still we are into the live streaming only. After adding this filter, it still is showing because these log sources should become like this only, na? Can you see this? There are multiple na here. So I have to apply the time. I have to apply the, like I say, like last 45 minutes. Example. If I say last 45 minutes, then it gives you the log sources for the particular, like destination. No logs from this source, right? Now, if I increase the time, like I'll make it last 6 hours, 3 hours first. Let's see that. So you can understand like how we are getting this information. If not, it will not show. If there is no log of that, it will not show. So it's applying the searches completed, and I can see that yes, I got like log sources. So there is a lot of SSH failure, admin failures, and so on. Yes, this is Linux based server log na. I'm getting my point. Are you getting my point, guys? So how many users have been tried here? So I can group these users. I can group this user means like each attempt happens with what. So I can click on the event name. How I'm going in detail. So I'm taking the usernames here. Are you getting understand? Each every log applying the different search on each categories. We are applying the different search in order to get those informations. Yes. So when I apply the search here, you can see that I have how many here? Guest 4, VMware 4, not available, SUSE, root, admin. So if I can see that, here we have it. Admin, guest, VMware, SUSE.gm, not available, and root here. So how many attempts they have done? What are the process happens? You can see that the event count is that any admin can do like this? Huh? This is a root now. So root means like administrative. One time they have try here. 4 items now, 6 items. Sorry, 6 items. So 6 items. Each item have certain logs now. Are you getting my point? So this is not event count. Are you getting my point? So we can't say that I got the 6 result here by seeing this. Where is it? If I got this total result is 28, so we can't say that this is only the result here. Are you getting my point? So after clicking 28 only the result, if you say that 28 only the result, imagine that. Or we have seen the display item as 6 here. So it means like under that we have a different logs here. Na? Can you see that? 1110, 28, 5 time, 27 time, 30 time, 99 time. So if I click on this 10 time, if I click on this 1110 time, so what are those 10 attempts happens? So I can see those all things now. Are you getting my point? So what the password they have attempted, that information also we get now. If I'll go to the payload, I can generate those information also. So you can see that. See, root login happened to this admin failure from this IP address for this port number. So they have changes the port also for the root here. So 107 here. So they have done this attempt here. So if I can click on this and if I can scroll down here, you can see the information about all this. This is a payload. Fail password for the root login from this IP from this port. If you remember SPLUNK, in the SPLUNK also it will be like this only, na? Linux server related logs. Are you getting my point? So Linux related logs are this in this format here. There also we done this in the same format here. Done? Is that clear, everybody? Are you getting my point? Yes. So we can have it like the separate with the log sources. Now if I click on this, now I need to get it like certain log search here. Let me select here add filter. I'll go here. I'll say the log filter is equal to what? So I want something like Windows Server Authentication log here. Okay. So I'll apply the filter here. So all the Windows related logs I'll get it here. Now in that Windows related logs, I can apply the searches here. So I don't want this one. So I clear that. I need only Windows Server logs. So in this Windows Server log, if I can see that there are the certain activities happens, right? So it means like usernames as created here, admin, like lot of activities are there. Now if I see the event con 16898, lot of logs, right? Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So there is lot of logs related to this part and these options. So whenever we click on this, I want to see like how many users has been created here. So if I apply on that user account change. So there's lot of activities for the user account change here, right? Yes or no? You can see that here, the category is wise. If I can click on this is user account change, right or not? So user account change. So like this searches we have it. If I click on this, I can get all the user account related only, na?
Yes.
So when I need only the user account change logs, every time I need to see that event name as user log change here. So what I'll do it here, Can you please tell me that? I can say that. First of all, thing is that I'll group. I group this with the event name. So here I'll get all the user account, right or not? So I got it all the user account changed here, right? Or user account enabled, disabled, whatever the informations I have, this is the process I have it. Okay. Now I want to see that the user account logs. So I click on this. So every time when I come, I have to see this result. So all these filters, it will take much time now. Yes or no? Every time I have to go in a detail, I have to make it this. So in one click, if I get this result, it will be good now. Right or not? So
For user account, why we are selecting group name as event?
sorry. Yeah. Louder, louder.
While grouping, we selected that event name.
So under the event name, user accounts are different now. That time it was grouped with the username. Got it? So here we have taken as a event name here. So we want only the event name as a user account change. So I'm taking that one only. I'm not concerned about the users. Whatever it may be the users, but what is the user account change? I want this log. So this log I want. So what I can do it. Can you see the save criteria? Can you see that? Click on this. Now here you can see that I can give it as 1 here. I'll tell you why I have given 1 this. Okay. 1 user account okay. Now this is I want some interval, so I can say that last 24 hours now. So I'll click on this last 24. Okay. Now I can say that include in my quick search and search with everybody. Okay. I don't recommend it to click on the set as a default because every time it will come with that. Default should be live streaming. Default should be live streaming. And it is not there in the dashboard. Why? Because we not grouped here. Okay. So we even don't want as if now into the dashboard. But if you want, I can tell you how to get that into the dashboard also. Okay. Is that clear? Now what I'll do it, I'll apply the okay here. It's getting saved that.
I want to.
Yes.
So we are going to event name, right?
Hmm.
So under the event name, we have already set the user account change. So we got user account change and we also got some other 3 or 4 units. When we
Yes.
selected user account change, why that's 3 options or other options?
No. We filtered that time as a event name, not as a user account change. We filtered that as a event name. Under that event name, we have selected user account change. Okay. Now here I done this. So now what I'll do it, I'll just go out. I'll click on the log activity. So this is the normal pattern, right? Now when I open my IBM Qradar, it looks like this. It looks like this, and we get it some normal general information here, right? So what I'll do it here, I'll click on the quick filter. Can you see that? Why I have given 1? Because it should come on top. Or I have to search that. Got it my point? So if I click on this one, if I just click on this, automatically it will apply all the results to that. And see all these things. Event name is user account change, log sources is Windows authentication server, which has been applied, and it has given me the result of last 24 hours. Getting my point, guys? Is that clear? So what we have learned today, I'll just tell you. So you will do the practice in a very clear manner. First thing is that it's a very simple part. We seen like grouping. We have seen that how to do the grouping, right? Then we have seen that add filters. Now add filters with source IP and sorry with the source IP and destination IP. We have seen the filters with the payload contains, right now?
Yes.
Payroll contains, we have seen, and then we have seen what? Source IP. Grouping part we have seen, add filter, source IP, destination IP with the payload contains also with the particular event name, right now? So we can search with the event name as well here, and all, and source, sorry, log source, right or not? Under the log source again we can apply several things. Is that clear, everybody? So these are the filters we have done. So you have to practice in this manner, then you will understand how to do the filter, how to do the grouping here. We'll see the next part in the next session. Yes.
So how to find a Windows log event that you said now? We want to find the log event.
Now, as I said you, like how to find a particular log events. So if I ask them, now payload we have seen.
Yes.
So if I ask you on that day the particular event ID or something like, so first of all it's the Windows, it's a
Windows.
so we add the filter here. We add the filters to the Windows log sources. Then under that we add the payload event code as 460. But in that time I said like any Windows log. So that time we have not covered that. But I showed you how to check the log sources. So you may have, if I say the event code 4624. If I'll say the event code as, so now you ask me the 4624 code, event code, right on. So obviously what will do it? I'll go to the add filter. I have showed you that time this now. I'll go to the log sources here, right now. Log sources here, log sources group is equal to what? So I'll take the Windows here, right? And I apply here, add filter. So when I apply this add filter here, so I want to clear this one, previous one. Now I'm getting this my own machine, right? Tech is my own machine here. So this is my Windows machine. Now here you can see that successful login here. Log on with the administrator special privilege. Right? Normal log on here. Right or not? An account was successfully logged on. This is a normal, right? So if I click on this event, you can go there. Yeah, 4624. Where is that? The event name 462. This is what I was asking you. So here it says me that my event code is 4624. So even with the payload also I can do it now. In the payload event code ID 4624, if I search I get this logs now. We can use multiple things. Yes.
Once we try with once we try with the payload, sir.
This one 4624. Okay, no problem. Let me copy this. So what I'll do it, I'll just close this. Okay. Sorry, I have closed the main window. I thought that is only for that Windows. I have to go back there. No problem. I click on the login here. Yes. Yes, I'll share you. So log activities.
Yes.
Simple part. Log activities. Now what will do it? Tell me guys what we do here. Add filter. Now here we need the payload now. So I'll just type payload contains. What payload should be contained? Payload content is equal to event, or else can I write directly 4624, right? So add filter. So payload content 4624. So last 3 hours. Let's see the fastest quick result we get. So I got some results now. Now every log is only about the 4624 here. So if I can go here, this is all about the Windows only now. Right now, account successful login. If I click on this, so you can see that event code is right. So we can do the search in this manner here. So this is all about it, like where you can search with the payload name also. Done till here is fine, guys. Okay, so I'll stop recording here. We'll see you in the next session.